What? Your thoughts?
Well, in news I was not expecting to see today, this one can go on the top of the list. Well, I really did not see this coming at all, and honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. At first, when I saw Nashville, I thought they meant that short track Nashville Fairgrounds. I got really excited for a minute because right after that Bristol race, everyone is in that phase of more short tracks, you know? But it's Nashville Superspeedway. We're going to talk about the track a bit. I did not know much about the track before about 30 minutes ago, but now I do, and now I'm going to tell you what I know. Some reporters' opinions, what's being said, just that kind of thing. So let's get into it. So Nashville Superspeedway it looks like that it is happening that June 20th, 2021, according to Adam Stern, very reliable source on the Twitters and on the sports world, the motorsports world especially. Nashville Superspeedway is tentatively slated to host a June 2021 Cup Series race per the Tennessean. June 20th, 2021 is a very tentative date for the NASCAR Cup Series race at the Nashville Superspeedway, which could change as NASCAR and its broadcast partners finalize next year's schedule, Dover Motorsports Chief Operating Officer Mike Titoian said. So, wow. We don't know the 2021 schedule yet, obviously. It is 2020 still. We do not even know the rest of the 2020 schedule due to the coronas, and we're trying still to figure that out. That's not anyone's fault. No one can control that. NASCAR's done a really good job, I think, with it, trying to figure out the schedule. Midweek races, shorter races, same locations. I think they've done a great job with that. And so they haven't had time to make that 2021 schedule yet, make it official, because they've been so focused on this year, 2020, trying to make up some of these races that we haven't run yet that were supposed to be in the spring, races like Texas, Kansas, the All-Star race, Dover, I think. So we are looking at a lot of dates that we still have to make up. We've already made up a few. Had to cancel some dates like Chicago, Sonoma, and Richmond, and had to run second races at Charlotte, run extra races at Darlington, and now we're just starting to get back into races that were postponed like Bristol, upcoming Atlanta, Miami, Talladega. So that is why we have not gotten a full 2021 schedule yet. But this is very interesting. I love a new track. I'm going to go into this with a glass half full, optimistic. I like a new track. It's a new city that NASCAR has not been in a while, especially the Cup Series. The Xfinity Series and the Truck Series were there back in 2011 at most recent, but we've not seen a Cup Series race here. Nashville and Tennessee, I think, out of what I've seen, has a good NASCAR following. I really don't know about where NASCAR fans are. I don't know where they're heavily populated. I don't know any of that kind of stuff, but I think Nashville has a pretty good following. I think when I look at ratings, like when Adam Stern posts the ratings, I think Nashville usually has a pretty decent following, but who knows? I think it's a good thing, but they were looking at Nashville Fairgrounds, and according to Matt Weaver, he said that I've been told the Nashville Superspeedway decision is meant to nudge and encourage Tennessee and Nashville officials to invest in the fairgrounds in the hopes to having a race there. It doesn't change the fact that literally no one wanted to shake concrete intermediate. Well, that's true, but I think that's very interesting because we have seen so much talk about the Nashville Fairgrounds. Will we have a race in 2021? Will we be there in the future? Will there be hotels and apartments built where the speedway is? We don't know. There's a lot of negotiations going on between whoever owns the track, I think it's SMI, and also the city of Nashville and the state of Tennessee. They're trying to figure out what to do with that area. They want to have like a soccer team or something. They want to build hotels around there. They think that having a NASCAR Cup Series race there would just make the logistics very complicated for what they want done there. But NASCAR is pushing very hard for a date to be put at the Nashville Fairgrounds track. And they are trying to show that if we have a race in the Nashville area, we will have fans there. It will boost the local economy. It's going to help out a lot of people. It's going to get you some jobs at the track. It's going to get fans, as I said, ticket sales. It's gonna be an event, like for the whole city. You can come and watch this. They had the NASCAR awards there last year, so they're already starting to go back to Nashville a bit. And this, I think, could definitely make a good case for the fairgrounds. If you could have a very successful, it doesn't necessarily have to be the best race ever at this track, Nashville Superspeedway, but just the turnout. How do fans perceive it? Will a lot of fans watch on TV? Will fans show up to the track? How will the local economy do? I think that's going to be a big impact on Nashville's decision on Nashville Fairgrounds in the future if they have a race there. NASCAR obviously has been looking at new tracks to add, maybe take tracks away or dates away from certain tracks that have 2 dates. For this one, I'm seeing people say that Dover's going to lose the date because Dover apparently owns this track as well, or some Dover. It's complicated. I'm not an expert on this stuff, but I think Dover Motorsports chief operating officer, I think that's Dover. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, new tracks, we've been looking at that. We've been talking about that for so long now. We've talked about Nashville Fairgrounds, obviously. We've talked about, what's it called, Rockingham, bringing back Rockingham, North Wilkesboro, bringing back some old tracks. So we've been looking into that, obviously, maybe replacing some of those with the second Texas date, second Michigan date, whatever it may be. Giving different tracks a second date, maybe. But who knows? I really don't know. But let's look at the Speedway. We've been talking for a while now about potential impact it has. Nashville Superspeedway is a 1.333 mile track, so it's about 1.33 miles. 4 turns. It's a D-shaped oval. No other way to say that. You're looking at the picture now. It's a fairly flat track. It's 14 degrees of banking. As someone described it on Twitter, they said it's like a Kentucky 2.0. So Nashville Superspeedway, as I said, they have not raced there in NASCAR since 2011 with the Truck Series and the Xfinity Series. And you got to look at some of these past winners. They're still active drivers. Kevin Harvick's a past winner there. Joey Logano's a past winner there. Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch. So you've got some past winners that have run this track before. I don't know if they're going to tear it up, repave it, maybe redo something. I don't know if they're going to do that. But, you know, having some experience at this track, I think, could definitely help. And you also look at the Truck Series side. Austin Dillon has a win here. So, yeah, I really don't know much else about the track. They just added it on Wikipedia that there will be a potential date in 2021, but I'm excited. I'm always going to look at a new track. I'm always going to look at it glass half full. New track, new locations, potential new fans. I think we got to look at it from that perspective. Get more people to the track. I think that should always be a goal, to get more fans to the track, because fans, they run the sport basically. The fan support is so much, and going to a race is obviously such a different experience than watching it on TV. So I think the more people we can get to the track, that's great. In different areas, exploring new areas that we haven't been or haven't been in a while, I think that's a good thing for NASCAR. So good for NASCAR for getting to the track. It is another 1.5 miles, kind of cookie cutter kind of thing, but you know, I'm just happy to see a new track. And if it's trying to get Nashville Fairgrounds into the Cup Series schedule, it's trying to show the Tennessee and Nashville government, hey, we can have fairgrounds and everything's gonna be great, then go for it. More short tracks, I'm all in. But thanks for watching this. Wow, I did not expect to make this video today. I really did not. But here we are. 2020 continues to surprise us. I didn't expect this one, but wow. Wow. I'm speechless now. A little surprised. Apparently we're supposed to be getting the schedule for the upcoming month and a half or so. It'll include dates like Texas, Kansas, All-Star Race, Michigan, Pocono, Indianapolis. Once that is official, I will tell you about it. There have been rumors. I didn't want to spread rumors because, you know, what if they're false? But yeah, once I get confirmation on that, I will post a video. I will talk about that, give you my future plans if Texas is in there, because I want to go to that if that is possible. And yeah, we'll talk about that later on this week. As for everything else, get ready for another preview for Atlanta. Title crawl, I'll post a poll on Twitter later this week. Follow me there to see that poll. And yeah, thanks for watching. As I said, like this video if you liked it. Thumbs up. Give it one of these. Thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, because subscribing to the channel would be 15 out of 10. And share with all you new Nashville NASCAR fans.